Anytime Creativity is a platform that facilitates collaborative, challenge based learning experiences. We create engaging experiences, improve learning outcomes, and reduce academic admin by combining learning science with UX design. Now, for the purpose of today's demo, we're going to focus on a challenge that's all around issues for the elderly. However, each challenge is fully customizable to your module or your module topic. So, as I'm going through this, do bear in mind that all of the icons you see here can be tailored to topics that are most relevant to your class content. Now, the platform, it's ideally set up for the challenge to be completed in teams. And the reason for this is that we want students to practice, learn, and master collective critical thinking and collaborative creative problem solving. So, part one of the problem solving process is framing the problem. To support this, you can see here that we subdivide the challenge into six subtopics or focus areas. And the reason we do this is to provide the parameters for students, as all of the research tells us that creativity thrives on constraints. So, in their teams, students will discuss each of the focus areas in general terms before they select one that they want to work on. When they've decided on that area, they gather three key insights, which could be from desk research or conversations with experts. And they ultimately define a narrowly defined problem. And they do this in the form of a problem statement, which is who needs a way to do what and why. And it's using this template that teams are forced to identify their user group and concisely explain their needs. Now the students have defined their problem, they move on to create a solution that addresses that problem. And the way we help them with this is again, we limit their potential enablers to six. Now, these enablers, they're essentially points of inspiration to help students generate multiple potential ideas before landing and deciding on their favorite one. Again, these enablers are fully customizable to your module or module topic. So once the team has decided on their solution, they give it a name and briefly describe it. It's now time to test the idea using our custom trained integrated ChatGPT interface. In our experience, iterative testing is the stage in the process that students often avoid, even though all of the evidence suggests that this is the area that adds the most value. So, to initiate the conversation with the ChatGPT bot, we automatically populate the first prompt to ask what it believes the three key advantages, disadvantages, and key considerations are for the problem and solution that have been identified. Teams can continue to dig a bit deeper by responding to the bot using the chat function. They then decide whether they would like to adapt, hold, or pivot on their problem and solution. Within the submission box, their initial idea will appear and they will be asked to input their revised idea. The testing stage is made up of two components. After the students have tested their idea using ChatGPT, we move on to peer feedback. So here, students are encouraged to critically analyze the ideas of their peers. They practice a different component of the creative skill set as they're now asked to build, combine, and improve on one of the ideas of the other teams with their own creative twist. This section is typically completed individually rather than in teams, as it provides an opportunity for individuals to show their individual capacity to think creatively and critically. After the students have submitted their suggested improvements, teams will be able to analyze the peer feedback. So they then collaboratively decide whether to use the information that they've received from their fellow students to make final revisions to their idea before submitting their final problem and solution. It is this double feedback loop from both the bot and their peers that has the potential to transform good ideas into great ones and good learning outcomes into amazing ones. The final part of the challenge is to generate a prototype, and we've made this part really easy. We've integrated an AI image generator to facilitate rapid prototyping. So here, the team's final solution is automatically populated into the description box to generate four images, and the team simply choose their favorite one. That's it. The team's work is done, and the challenge is almost complete. To round out the challenge, we've incorporated an optional voting feature. This is a fantastic opportunity for students to use their critical thinking skills to assess each of the ideas that have been submitted by their peers. They also get to appreciate the divergence of thinking before they vote for their favorite one. Now, that's essentially the collaborative creative problem solving in a nutshell. Following the challenge, there are dashboards available to lecturers to monitor student progress, and all of the students receive their own personalized innovation report along with a digital badge to be added to their LinkedIn profiles.